Well, our Castrol GTX high mileage one to watch is Bob Tasca.
The reason we're going with him, he's had one runner-up finish this season, but that's not the reason. He ran low ETA session 1 and 4 qualifying, and he's your number 2 qualifier with a great 4:07. It's his best start of the season. Car looks really good in qualifying.
Tasca faces Johnny Gray, who of course has Lee Beard helping him out. Lee Beard has won here with Antron Brown, Whit Bazemore, Corey McLenithan. So he certainly knows the Atlanta track and knows how to win.
Oh, he definitely does, but he's been fighting some clutch management systems on this race car. They've changed that out. The old system, he felt they could run the 4.0 range, which he did quite a bit early in the season, but they couldn't slow it down to run the 14s. Well, right now, I think this track will hold the 4.0, so we're going to see if he can step that thing up and get around Bob Tasca. But like I said, Bob was very good in qualifying.
Tasca was the one to watch for 305 miles an hour. He goes to second round out of his best start this season. And now John Force makes his pass in front of the crowd, and look at them greet him as he goes back. He's still waiting to find out who he will face in the second round. It'll either be Jack Beckman or Melanie Troxel.
Back in the lanes, Pro Stock awaiting pole.
He goes to second round out of his best start this season. And now John Force makes his pass in front of the crowd, and look at them greet him as he goes back. He's still waiting to find out who he will face in the second round. It'll either be Jack Beckman or Melanie Troxel.
Back in the lanes, Pro Stock awaiting Paul, and you see Warren Johnson going against Greg Anderson. They've got a long history because for many years Greg Anderson was the crew chief for WJ. WJ became a mentor, sent Greg to drag racing school, and the numbers that they've put together over the years between these two is simply astounding. They met each other for the first time on the track 13 years ago. WJ had the advantage, but the last 7 times they've faced each other, it's been Greg Anderson. We can't wait to see what happens soon in Pro Stock.